introduce you to a comedian who has absolutely no sex crimes on her record. Clean as a whistle. Very funny woman. Give it up for Ankita Gold!
That sets the expectation absolutely wrong. I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go, okay? It's gonna be like a blind date with me. So initially, as we get to know each other, there will be some awkward silences, there will be some suppressed giggles, then very quickly it will turn very dirty. Yes. A lot of people here ask me if I am a yoga teacher. I said no, but I do know Kama Sutra. I am flexible to give some free lessons if you want to learn some weird positions. Yay baby, sign up, sign up. I was telling a friend that I'm going to do this Kama Sutra gag, and his response was, wait, Kama Sutra has gags in it? I told him not really, but if you're really looking for BDSM shit, you should look up the Bible. Whoa. The Bible has everything, whips, chains, nails. A ripped dude tied up, they take all night long just to tie him up. Burly men wearing kinky outfits. Forced penetration, Bible is your BDSM gold mine. And if you're offended by the joke, let me just tell you, I'm so going to hell. I've been living here in Vietnam for 4.5 years now. Thank you. Fun fact, I have not had a single Vietnamese man yet. Can you imagine living in a foreign country for that long without ever trying local food? But in my defense, I am a full meal kind of person. More of hot dogs, burritos, egg chicken roll. Spring rolls are too small to fill me up. First joke, blasphemy. Second joke, racism. I am so doomed. But you guys obviously love Indian food, right? I mean, we, the people of India, are a lot like our spices. We make our presence felt. From mouth to ass, we cover the whole round. And so you don't forget us. We leave you with a bit of burning sensation in your butthole. We are a nation that believes matches are made in heaven. Unless it's cricket, those we fix on the ground. Oh, by the way, we are an absolutely intrusive race. Try getting in an elevator with a bunch of us. We will do everything to invade your private space, even if it's just the two of us. We will read all your texts, and if you're in the mood, we will tell you what to reply. Don't send that text to Daisy, Martin. She's not going to like it. And if you're listening to music in an elevator, God forbid, we are definitely going to stop you to talk about the Bollywood equivalent of that song. Because we have a Bollywood equivalent of all songs. We call that inspiration. That's our word for copy. Sex is a taboo in our country, which is shocking because 1.4 fucking billion people. That's a lot of sex. It's too late to play coy about it. But we don't like to talk about it unless it's happening in an elevator. That's when you'll have all of this. We also like to have sex with lights off. Tell you what, the power situation until a few decades ago was not that good. So Indian men took to sex to make a power statement in the bedroom. Sex is a taboo, but sex temple is not. We have one of those in the heart of India. It's called Khajuraho. On its walls are carved all 64 Kama Sutra positions and threesomes, foursomes, dim sums, whatever the fuck sums you can think of. Fun fact, that place is also considered a great spot for family vacation. Because you know, it's never too early to give your kids sex education. My Rahul has 70% of Kama Sutra memorized already. He's only in the 5th grade. How about your Ajay, Mrs. Sharma? Indian aunties be bragging after coming back from a trip to Khajuraho. You guys should put that in your bucket list if you haven't been there. It's really educational. We also worship a shitload of gods and goddesses. But if you really look deeper, I think we worship dysfunctional sociopaths, just like the rest of us in this room tonight. True representation of society. Yeah. Take for instance Lord Shiva. He is a pothead, a lousy husband with serious hygiene issues. Basically, he's your quintessential Aam Aadmi, common Indian man. We also worship a Casanova called Krishna. Now that dude is a molester who would steal girls' clothes from... Yeah, they can relate. Who would steal girls' clothes from a swimming pool locker room and would not give it back until they flashed their tits. He is our iconic lover boy. We have a lot of Bollywood movies inspired by his character. But my absolute favorite is Kali. She is a dark diva and a badass feminist. Now I believe there are two kinds of feminists, the man-haters and the man-eaters. She's the man-eating type. Did I already lose all the feminist friends? Kali is also probably high on meth because she roams around topless, wearing a tiny bikini, and steps onto the chest of her sleeping husband. Tell you what, she is the original Gone Girl. Of late, India has made into the news a lot. One of the reasons being the number of rapes. One of my friends was arguing, don't you guys have a head movement, which means both yes and no? So doesn't that make consent confusing? I was like, dude, how come it is confusing only when it comes to sex, but not in any other scenario? Bear with me for a moment, let me demonstrate. So let's assume that I'm a guy who spots a nice girl in a nightclub, and I go, hey, you wanna have sex with me? Fuck, is that a yes or a no? Now I'm confused. Fuck it, maybe I should just go for it. Rape scenario. The same guy in a police station. Sir, do I need to pay bribe? Papa, इनको 37,000 रुपया दे दीजिए. Basically give him $3,400 or something. So you have that specific reply from that head movement. But when it comes to rape, you're confused. Ha ha ha. Yeah. This shit gets heavy every time I say it. Okay, enough about India. Where are the Americans tonight? Make some noise if you are an American. That's a female noise. Oh, congratulations, Kelso, for getting off your Dennis the Menace, first of all. A lot of my American friends here say that I look visibly exasperated at the mention of American politics, especially Mr. Trump. It's true. Because it gives me deja vu. Gu in many Indian languages means shit. It gives me the feeling that I have seen this shit before. Now, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mr. Trump are not really lookalikes, but they both have shit on their chins. I also have a feeling that their arseholes look exactly the same, because the shit that comes out of it looks, feels and stinks so similar. Now, our people also, much like Americans, in the beginning of the COVID crisis, refused to wear masks. But we have our reason. Because we have been wearing several masks for years now. Mask of secularism, mask of understanding consent, mask of respecting women. See, it's getting heavy again. We just didn't want to add one more mask, you know what I mean. Okay, to make it lighter, going back to Goo, next time you're Googling shit, remember you get what you ask for. Recently, a friend of mine told me that I have what it takes to bring down patriarchy. Now, I need a stool to bring down dishes from my kitchen cabinet. On my lucky days, I don't need to kneel down to suck a dick. Bringing down patriarchy is a fucking tall ask. I'm a midget. But I can bring dicks down. Quite a few men have complained of having erectile dysfunction after having sex with me. With their wives.